Welcome to Speedy Walkthroughs, where we show just the important stuff to beating the game. For first time viewers, this will look different to a normal walkthrough. It will show just the essentials, so you don't need to spend a long time watching this video. I won't talk about fighting specific enemies unless they're very difficult, but I will show you where to go and what to do to 100% the game. Today we're playing Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color, and we'll be getting 100% of all the items we can in this game. Before we get stuck into it, if you end up finding this video useful, please consider subscribing to keep up to date, as it helps out the channel a whole bunch. So you'll start out your game and you won't have anything pretty much yet. You'll talk to the people in your house and then you'll be leaving. And if you talk to Taran here, he will give you a shield. We'll need that to progress on throughout the game. So we'll get that shield and then we'll be on our way out of the house. We're going to go left and then down, and we'll head towards the beach area here. This is where we're going to get the classic sword from the Zelda series. You can hop off these ledges here, and with your shield you want to walk against these sea urchins to push them forward so they're out of the way. There we go. And we can see the sword there. So you go and collect the sword, and then this very annoying owl keeps talking to you. And there we go, we've got our sword now. Alright, so we're going to progress on through the game. You can now sword these sea urchins rather than having to push them out of the way. It's very helpful. And then we're going to make our way back up towards the village. Alright, first thing we're going to do here is fall down this hole. And that gets us a piece of heart. Once we get 4 of those, that's going to up our health by 1 full heart. So each piece is essentially just like a quarter. We get the annoying owl text again, and then we're going to go up through the forest. Just kill enemies as you go through and try and pick up rupees if you can. Normally you can get rupees out of grass or enemy drops or stuff. But you can break the crystals in this area here. And we got the acorn from one of those enemies. That just ups your defense a little bit. Push the boulder to the side and you get 50 rupees there. Very useful indeed. Then we're going to head up here, kill these slimes, and go to the left. And we can't actually get that heart yet, so don't worry about it for now. We just want this mushroom, which is right here. And then we're going to head back through. Push the boulders out of the way to get back through this cave. And then head back down. And we're going to head out of the cave that we came in. Then just going to head up and to the right out of this forest. And we're going to put that mushroom to good use right away. I get another acorn, but that doesn't really matter. Alright, we're going to select the mushroom onto our B button, and we're going to go and talk to this witch. So that gives us the magic powder. Alright, we're now just going to head back up and left into the forest. And we're going to put the magic powder to good use because we use it on this guy. Alright, so this guy was turned into a raccoon, but we turned him back into a human. Go and open this chest, and we got a key from that. Alright, so then the annoying owl talks to us again, but then you just want to head left and down out of the forest. And we got a few bits and pieces to do in town here. We got this fishing minigame here to play. Yeah, it can be a little bit to get used to, but it's usually not too bad. You just want to catch various fish and bits and pieces. Try and catch the same fish that I'm doing, you'll get the same rewards. So we just get rupees for catching that little one. You're actually aiming for the bigger fish, but it's easier to clear out the small fish first, rather than trying to go for the big one straight away. There we go, we're getting the big one. We get 20 rupees for that. Now we can clear out this small one again. If you're not sure what to do, just get all the fish really. That you can't go wrong with that. There we go. And now with that smaller fish cleared out of the way, we have scope to actually grab this bigger fish. So we're going to gradually pull the lure towards the fish, and the fish will eventually bite. Can be a little bit tedious getting this working, but you do eventually get it. There we go. And we get the piece of heart. So that's the main reason we're in that fishing minigame, just to get that piece of heart there. Very important to 100%. Alright, here we're going to cut down these bushes for some more rupees. And we get a secret seashell in that bush there. Make sure you get the seashells, because we will need those to 100% it. And we're just going to head into this shop here. Alright, so we're trying to get the Yoshi prize here. There we go. And that prize will drop for us. We're then going to play the game again. And we're looking to get the rupees. Getting rupees from here is just quite good because you'll see it's 30 rupees and I think we pay 10 to play the game. So it's a 20 rupee profit every time you do this. If you're not confident with the physics on the game, don't bother with it. Just sort of get rupees another way. But do make sure you get that Yoshi puppet thing. Alright, we're going to head out. And I'm actually going to use this to get a few more rupees here. So we'll just grind through this game for a little bit until we have enough rupees to buy whatever we want. It's a very efficient way to get rupees if you're used to the visual cues on where to get the rupees from. But of course it takes a little bit of practice to get used to it. What I'd recommend doing is have just like a visual cue for where the rupee is. So for example, if we go here right out to the middle, then roughly there is where you want to press it to actually get the rupee. So just go through and get heaps and heaps of rupees from this game. If you're not comfortable doing that, just go through the grass to get them. So the shovel is 200 rupees, we'll get that. And then we're going to leave the shop. We then go back in and we get these bombs. Now, really importantly, you can steal stuff from the shop, but I wouldn't recommend it because your file gets permanently marked that you did that. Alright, so we're going to give that to a baby, and we get a bow. This is like a little trading quest, so we gave the Yoshi statue to a baby there and got the bow in return. Alright, we're then going to go into this little area here and talk to the person inside. We're then going to give the bow for a toad thing, like this can, whatever it is. And that's all we're going to do on that trading quest for now. So we're actually heading towards the first dungeon here. Just follow the same path here. We're going to go into this house. So we'll continue the trading quest a little bit. We're going to give him the canned food. And we've got bananas for that. I'm pretty sure you do actually need to do the trading quest even if you're only playing this game like any percent rather than 100%. So make sure you're doing that regardless. Alright, here's the first dungeon. We should have got the key from the forest before with that raccoon dude. The first dungeon you want to start by going left. If you kill those two enemies, they'll drop a key. You then got a piece of power drop from those enemies. That's just random, so if you don't have it, don't worry. We're going to get the compass from this chest. Head back to the right. And up. Then going to hit that dude off, hit the switch, get the chest. And we'll continue through. Those doors, like the one at the top of this room, are one way, so just be aware of that before you go through. But we will go through it. We'll go right, and then up. With these enemies, you want to stop them when they have the same card face thing on them. So there, I had them all saying club. Continuing on, we got a key in that chest there. And rupees in that chest. And then we're going to bomb the wall there and go through. Get another chest, and it's got a secret seashell. So make sure you're collecting those seashells as we go through the game. Alright, moving on, we're going to go up and left through this room. Push that block and then we get through the door. And then we're going to go down the stairs. This is a little side-scroller section here. It's kind of like Mario or something, really. So here we get the feather, and the feather is useful for jumping. So I'm going to put the feather on the A button, and it's usually going to be sitting on the A button. So now we can actually just jump through these side scroller sections. Really weird to have an older Zelda game with jump, but there you go. Alright, so we can jump over gaps and stuff now. In particular, this gap we could jump over now. Then we kill that enemy and then the key to get through there. We then get the big boss key, which we can use to open the boss door. So jump back across here. Go back down and to the right. Jump across the gap here. Jump over this dude's spiky thing. And then we can go through the door there. Don't worry about going down the stairs, just go straight into the boss. Yeah, so you want to hit his tail a couple times, and then you beat it, you get the heart, and then we're going to move on. Alright, so we got our first instrument, and that's Dungeon 1 done. Alright, with Dungeon 1 done, we're going to head out. You get the annoying owl again. And we're going to head up, and we can actually just jump over these holes now. It makes it a lot easier to navigate around the world map. So these two tell us that the village is sort of being invaded, or whatever. Then going to head across to this house. And she says that the chomper thing has been stolen, so we're going to go and save that. This is sort of the path to get into the second dungeon, is getting that chompy BowWow thing back. Heading up through the forest, jumping over the gap there. We can get that piece of heart while we're here. It's worth grabbing. And we're going to head up and into this cave. This is where BowWow is. So pretty much you just want to kill all the enemies in here. Head to the right. And we get to this dude. Kill him. Wait till he hits the wall and then you can attack him. That's how you do it. Once you've done that a few times, you'll beat him. We'll go through and there's BowWow. Alright, so now BowWow will essentially just follow us until we've done the second dungeon. And BowWow is the key to getting into the second dungeon as well. Alright, we get the annoying owl again. Flies away. Alright, head into this gravestone here. You want to do a few cheeky jumps to get across the gap there. A few little diagonal ones. Alright, then we're going back here. That was the witch's hut from before where we got the magic powder. Back through the forest. BowWow will kill enemies for you as well, which is very convenient. You go left and up. And importantly, BowWow will kill these plants, and the plants are blocking your way to get into the second dungeon. So that's why we got BowWow in the first place. There we go. You'll gradually get them. There we go. Can take a little while. Alright, into level 2 we're going to go up. Using magic powder on those. It'll light the way. Kill those two to get a key, head back through. Open the left door. Magic powder there. Kill the bats, magic powder there, jump across. You get a stone beak. That just lets you talk to the owl statues. You don't really need to do that. Alright, magic powder there to open the right door, and we're going to head through to the right. Hit those switches down. And again, these switches. Then we're going to head to the right here. Can be a little bit tricky to navigate these switches, but just do the same path that I'm doing. You should be fine. Grab that key and head, hit the switch, head up. Make sure your switches are in the same configuration that mine are in, really important. To kill those shy guys, it helps to charge your sword and then just hit them from behind like I did. Heading up through and to the right, we get that key. I'm going to use the key to go down. And we get the compass from that room. Very useful indeed. Alright, so we're going to head to the right. Down, right, and up. Push the blocks together, and that opens a staircase. Then we're going to head down through the side scroller section. Remember, you can jump with that feather, so make sure you're utilizing that in all these side scrolling sections. I usually tend to keep jump on A and sword on B wherever I can. Alright, go through this door here, you come across this guy. Probably charge sword shots are the best to deal with him. Alright, so here's like a mini boss. He opens up a warp to the start of the dungeon. We don't need to take that warp though. So just grab the map from this room, head up. Got some rupees there to grab. There's also a magic powder which is floating up there. Left through the door here. And if you magic powder those, you should be able to kill them. So now we got the power bracelet. So the power bracelet lets us pick up these jars that have been blocking our way so far. First thing I'm going to do is just head back through here. Go through the warp at the start. And there's a chest behind these jars here. So what we need to do is put the power bracelet on. And actually pick them up like that. We got 50 rupees from that chest. That's all we went back for, really. Then we got these pots again that we can pick up. Go through the top little path here. Hit the switch. And again, we get the key. Make sure your blocks are configured like mine are now. Now you have to kill the enemies in a particular order in this room. So you got to kill this guy first, then the bat, then the blue guy. If you do that, the chest will spawn with the boss key. So that little staircase in the side of that room, you just go down there to find out what order to kill them in. But if you know the order, you just do it. Alright, moving on, we got side scrolly sections. If you're holding a pot, that platform actually goes down, but it doesn't go down if you're not holding the pot. Alright, so we got this boss up here. Pretty much what you need to do is throw him at the wall. That's essentially what happens. So you go through the boss cycle, you wait till he goes in, hit it with the sword, and then you can pick it up and throw it. So you just repeat that, picking it up, throwing it at the wall. You eventually get through the boss. He comes out and does all this crazy pattern stuff, but you just hit him with your sword, and then you're done. You got the second instrument, that's the second dungeon done. Alright, after the second dungeon, we appear back out in the swamp here. Just make your way back to the left. Alright, we're going to jump over this gap here and go up. Now that we have the bracelet, we can pick up that skull, so we will do that. And we're going to open this chest here to grab even more rupees. A lot of these chests that I'm grabbing just have rupees in them, but it's a lot quicker than farming them out of the grass and stuff like that. Alright, open that up. There should be a hole underneath. Use a bracelet here. Alright, so magic powder into that. Spawns this dude who says he's going to curse you, but he actually just lets you carry more magic powder. So that's good. Now we can carry 40. Very useful. We're then going to head back into here. We have been in this cave before, but now we can actually get the heart piece that we're missing. Since we got the bracelet to pick up this these skulls, you can just grab it straight from there. Head back through. And down through the exit there. Then going to head to the left and down. You get the Guardian Acorn, but that doesn't really do much. Grab a seashell from the chest there. Then we're going to head down and out back into the town. So we're going to get back BowWow now. If you dig there, you get a seashell, and we're digging with the shovel that we had. And you can see that we've lost BowWow. BowWow's come back to the house there. Again, you just want to power bracelet up there to get the boulders out of the way. And then head up. Jump over there. Lift that boulder. And dig in there to get another secret seashell. Now that we got the shovel, we're going to be getting lots of shells if we dig for them. Alright, so we get a secret medicine from her for the 42 rupees. That's definitely worth getting. I think from memory it might be like a revive or something. So we let the mouse take our picture, and then as we go through the rest of the game we're going to be getting pictures and stuff. Alright, we'll lift that rock. Move on downwards. And we're back into town. Alright, so now that we've actually spawned the picture dude and went into his house, we'll be getting pictures at various points in the game. So this is one of the first ones that we can get here. It's with BowWow, so we just get that picture. I think it had something to do with the Gameboy printer back in the day. That's why you might have wanted to take the pictures, but I will show you where all the spots are as part of 100%. The next picture was just down there. And then we're going to head into this little warpy thing here. This will take us over to this other section. You can sort of see the third dungeon there, but it's going to be a little while till we can actually get into it. Getting the key is a bit of a trek. Yep, so this dude wants you to find the golden leaves. Make sure you've talked to him first before we go to this next section. We're going to head up towards the castle. We get another picture opportunity here. Alrighty. So once you got that picture, just head down and right. You can't go straight into the castle yet, but you can talk to this monkey. The bananas we got from the trade quest that we did much earlier, like before the first dungeon in the game. So, yeah, just be aware that you need to do that trade quest, and you also pick up a stick once you've done that. Alright, saw the bush there, and then we're going to head down. Through the side-scroller section, we get into the castle. Alright, so if you throw the rock at the tree, you'll lure the bird down, and you get the gold leaf. The gold leaves we need to get into the dungeon. If you kill that enemy, you get another gold leaf as well. I'm going to head into the castle itself now. Gold leaf from this enemy here. You know, hit that switch there to open the gate and head deeper into the castle here. So here, lay bombs there to lure the enemies out. Get a gold leaf for that one. Alright, so we're going to head through the central door now. Lift these pots to throw into the door there. And then we have another enemy inside. He drops a gold leaf. Then we're going to head out. Just back into this section that we were at before. And you can head out the front door, and we actually opened the gate before, so we don't have to go back through that underground section. I'm just going to head up into this little bit here. This is where you cash in your shells. And we've got the first shell there. You get a reward for hitting exactly on one of the shell thresholds. So just try and cash them in at the same sort of time I'm cashing them in, and you'll get that reward. Can be a little bit tricky to hit. There's another shell under the rock here. Bomb the left wall there. Jump across. we can get through this little gap here and head down. So dig in front of that statue there and you'll get the shells. You just want to jump over that little bit there, make your way out of the tunnel. You want to head down. There's another shell in the grass at the top right there. That's worth getting. We're going to head back up through that same tunnel we came through and go back through to the right. Alright, now you'll notice I'm coming back to the shell place. And yeah, you can see that I've hit pretty much that threshold again there, so that's worth doing. Alright. We're going to make our way back to the left here. And back towards Dungeon 3. We're going to go into this guy's house. And because we got all the gold leaves, we'll be very, very happy. Yeah, so we go through the little cave there. There's another shell there. There's lots of shells in this game. And we're going to head out. Now, I'm pretty sure the pattern that I'm actually taking through the grass you have to take, so just be aware of that. If you follow the same pattern, you should be alright. Little golden leaf there. Back through the cave. Sorry, it wasn't a golden leaf. I think it was the key to open the dungeon. There it is. Alright, so with the dungeon open, we can head back up through this section. We're going to go left here, down across this gap. There's a shell there, worth getting. And there we go, we're in level 3. So throw the pot into the door there to open it. You know, get that key from the chest there. Gonna head up and down these stairs. Make sure you hit that switch to swap the blocks. And we can get the stone beak for the owl. I'm going to head down through the right door here. Kill this enemy. Can be a little bit tricky, this one. And we get the map. Again, if you're watching this guide, you probably don't need the map or the compass, but I will be showing you where they are just for the completeness of it. Try and kill these skeletons and make your way up. Gonna head down through this key door. And we'll see this horrible enemy here that we're trying to kill. Good to throw a pot at it, that does help. Head right through this key door. Grab a key from those. And yeah, throwing pots at enemies is usually a very good way to kill them. Just keep that in mind. You can see these two awful birds here. Gradually kill them. Alright, once the birds are killed, you want to go through that one-way door. And again, same thing. Alright, we're heading up into this room now. Just work your way through killing all the enemies in here. Might want to grab those bombs up there. A couple of rupees in that chest worth having. Then we're going to push that block out of the way and head up. Yeah, so we're in this boss fight here. You just have to lay a bomb into their mouths and try and get them to walk into it. That's the strategy for beating these ones. Once you've done that enough, we'll head on and proceed through the dungeon. They're going to grab those. They're the Pegasus boots. That's essentially a dash. So you'll see these green crystal things. Those you dash through. That's how you get rid of those. And you probably saw a few of those throughout the dungeon as we're going. Take the sword back to the entrance. We're going to head to the right here. You get a key through that thing. Got to put through that door to get through. You want to dash through those crystals there. Got 200 rupees in that chest, which is good. So the way that I opened that chest was by killing the enemy in the left past those crystals, then the 2 skeletons. It can be pretty tricky to get that one. Alright, so we've on the bottom wall there. Conveniently, there's literally an arrow pointing to it. Here we have to do like a dash jump across that gap. Dash jumps let you cross very, very big gaps in this game. Fall off that ledge here. Just going to sword these guys. They explode, so you sort of got to get out of the way before they do. Once you've done those, go through. You want to open this chest here. You get the compass, but again, you don't really need the compass if you're following this guide. Bomb the left wall there. Similar thing there, the bombs blow up. Get rid of the pots, grab the key, make your way back. And we can see we need a whole bunch of keys to open this boss area. So that's why we got all those keys throughout. Dash into that guy, you'll fall down. Dash jump across the gap here. Go down the ladder. You get a room full of crystals. So just going to dash through these and try and kill all the enemies if you can. Dashing into those birds is a very good way to kill them. Grab the key, go up through. And this boss, you basically just have to dash in to find him and then gradually keep sorting the eyes until they come apart. Charge shots are always good, just hold your attack button to do those. Keep attacking the boss and you'll get the heart, and that is Dungeon 3 done. Right, with Dungeon 3 done, we're heading back out. Get the annoying owl again. And we can go down here, use a bomb to blow up that thing there. You get the trading quest, so this guy uses the stick to hit the bees there. And we get the honeycomb from that. Bomb that little bit there, go through. You want to dash through the green crystals here, which we couldn't do before the last dungeon. Head back down through here, dash into that, push the block, get the chest, 50 rupees. Make your way out of this dungeon, bomb the right wall, get a heart piece. And now make your way out. Alright, we're going to head down. And we get a lovely shell there. Alright, we go on to here, you can go to sleep. And that sort of brings you into this dungeon thing here. You know, dash through these guys. You get a lovely 100 rupees from that bit. You dash to the left here and go up. We get the Ocarina. Now you can fall back down and go through. Alright, so there we go. You talk to her and play the Ocarina there. So yeah, now that you've learned a song, you can play that on the Ocarina whenever you need to. just head to the right through here. Dash into that tree, you will get yourself a shell. Then we're going to head back up. Alright, I want to keep going to the right here, through the little warp there. Now, if there was a skull blocking your way on the path before, like a really big one, just bomb that to blow it up. Alright, through here. You dash through those. And we're going to keep heading down. So if you dig next to this owl statue here, you'll get yourself a shell. And then head back down through this little bridge here. And go into this bottom right house and talk to this guy. We'll continue on our trading quest. We now have a pineapple. Then we can go through the water and take this warp. Alright, so you can talk to that dude in town there. Then make your way to the left here. Alright, so knock that monkey down off the tree there. And we're going to get 50 rupees from that chest. And head down and talk to her. Get this lovely little cutscene on the beach here. And she'll actually come with you for a little while. If you bring her here, you'll get another cutscene. So that cutscene there was one of the photo ones, actually. Alright, jump down this hole. And we get another photo. Now if we go up to this thing, we'll get another photo. Head through to the right. And we can warp through to this lake here. We see this walrus and we sing him a song to get him out of the way here. Alright, so we lose our partner, but we continue on through the game. So if you use the magic powder, that dude will tell you a hint here. There's a little boss to fight in this area. Alright, bomb that top wall, we get a piece of heart. Head back out. Then want to pick up these rocks. There's a secret seashell underneath. Alright, annoying owl comes back again to tell us more. And we're going to head back up through this section. She's singing at Animal Village. And we'll go back through this walk. Alright, so we're going to head back into this house here. You dash into that, you'll actually get this book here. And that tells you a code that we'll need to use later. So now we're actually going to enter that code that we found just before. There we go. That opens up this little thing. Now, as far as I can tell, this dungeon is exclusive to the DX version of Link's Awakening. So answer the same that I answered there. The reason it's exclusive to the DX is it's a very color-based dungeon, and so you need the Game Boy Color, not the Game Boy Black and White to play through it. On that bottom wall there. Heaps of rupees in this room. Very useful. Head over to the right. Throw the green one into the green hole, the red one into the red hole. And we get a stone beak. And you probably don't need the stone beak if you're following this walkthrough, but you might as well get it if you're 100%ing. Alright, we come across this boss guy here. You pretty much just magic powder and sword it. Alright, that boss done, we're heading to the left. Push the blocks out like so. And we're going to get the Nightmare Key. Alright, kill these enemies through here. Gonna head to the left. Gonna go through this one-way door here. And we'll go through. So try and sword this guy when you can. And we eventually win the fight. We hit a switch to open the door there. And we get a map from that chest. You want to put the correct colors into the correct holes. If you can. There we go. Drops a key. We're going to head back down and to the left. Hit the switches in the exact same order that I am to make them all blue. Then we're going to head up into this boss room. So keep slashing the boss, you'll eventually make it through. And there we go. That's a special colourful dungeon done. So you can choose offense or defense. Just choose whatever you prefer, really. And that's a dungeon completed. Alright, so with the colour dungeon done, we're going to head upwards on the map. We use the power bracelet there to pick up these rocks and make our way through to the right here. Get the annoying owl again. Then we're going to head to the right a bit more. and use our key to open that dungeon there behind the waterfall. We can take a little warp there, and that brings us into this water. Take it again, and then you'll make your way to this section one more time. Brings us here. Alright, so we're going to go into this cave here. And we'll push these boulders out of the way, slash the crystals. You're going to jump over there and then go through the staircase here. You'll see a heart piece to the left there, but we can't get it quite yet. Alright, into the water now. We're going to go through this cave here. Up the stairs. Get a little chest there with an enemy in it. Alright, we talked to this dude. And that was sort of the next bit on our trade quest there. You can head to the right here. And actually make our way into this next dungeon, level 4. Alright, so first thing we need to do is go up and left. Do a little jump up there to grab the bombs, and we'll move on. We have the map in that chest there. And you want to do dash jumps to get over these 3 block wide gaps. Very important. Alright, bomb to blow up that. Then the other one you can just push, grab the chest. That's got a key in it. Make your way up. Again, bomb this block. And grab the chest. Another key. Dash jump across this gap again, and then we're going to head down and left. Sorry, right, my bad. We're going to get a stone beak. So again, this is for the owl statues. You probably don't need it though. Alright, you got to shield those to knock them over and then hit them with the sword. Get the compass as well. Again, shield and sword to knock those over. And jump across this gap and grab the key. There we go, another small key in this room here. I'm going to head back down. Go and dash jump over those deep water gaps and head up into this room here. So this enemy is best to just jump over it and then slash it from the back over and over until you've beaten it. I'm going to head up into this room. Grab that with the power bracelet and head out to the left. So that ups our swimming ability so we can go in that deep water. I'm then going to go to the left here. So try and hit the blocks the same way that I'm hitting them here. There we go, that unlocks the staircase. And there you sort of want to jump on that dude and ride him across to the left. And we get the nightmare key to open the boss door. Once you got that, just jump off the ledge here, swim through the deep water. And we're going to go out to the left here. Grab the key, and we'll make our way back to the right. Alright, then want to grab this chest. It's just got 50 rupees in it. We will be buying, I think the bow and arrow it is, for quite a lot of rupees. That's why we're trying to grab so many at the moment. Alright, hit that button to open the door. We're going to head up through with our small key into this room. Just swim down here, try and avoid the fish if you can. And straight up. Now we're going to use the nightmare key, go through. You head down these stairs, we get to this fish thing. So just keep slashing at it. I think its head is only vulnerable, so just make sure you're hitting that. That fish drops the heart, and that's going to be the dungeon completed. Kind of cool they have a boss and a side-scroller section, actually. Alrighty. So with that dungeon done, we're going to move on. You'll come out and go to the left. Just go up into this little section here, you talk to this dude. We learn a song from him. And we're going to head back out. Keep going to the right here. And we get a little piece of heart in the water here. Very useful. And we're going to head through to the left now. So dive down there to get a piece of heart. You'll notice now we got a ghost following us as well. That'll become important a little bit later. Alright, heading up through this cave now. Going to jump off that ledge there. Kill these enemies. And go to this place. So we say yes, we want to ride on the raft. I think this is something that was a bit different in the Switch version, but we'll just go through on this Game Boy version here. Alright, so riding the raft left until we get to this waterfall. And jump up to grab those rupees. This one here. Just take the same sort of path that I'm taking. That should maximize the amount of rupees that you get. It doesn't really matter if you miss them. Grab that. And then we're done with that raft a little bit. As far as I can tell, the raft minigame's only really good for getting rupees in this. And I think there are some heart pieces hidden on it in the Switch version. Alright, so we're continuing on the trading quest now. Get a letter from this dude. Alright, we're going to go slash this, get a secret seashell. And head to the right. You can jump over those, but if you're having any trouble, just do a dash jump across. Go through these stairs and left. Just want to put your magic powder in here. You'll again get cursed, believe it or not. And we can carry more bombs. So that's good. Just head back out of this section now. And dash jump across the gap there. And this is the ghost house. So now he wants us to take him to the cemetery. We can play that middle song there. That middle song actually warps us over here. So just head down now. And to the left. So the ghost tells us about a jar in his house. Now we get another little photo opportunity here at the cemetery. So just going to head back through the forest here now. And we'll talk to this dude to continue on with our trade quest. So we get a broom now. Alright, moving on, we're going to head right through the forest now. And that brings us back to town. We'll talk to this lady who, again, will continue on our trade quest. I don't know how you were supposed to figure out this trade quest back in the day, to be honest. Alright, in the shop we can get that bow for 980. Again, you can steal it if you'd like to, but I wouldn't recommend it. If you're going to steal anything, I'd steal the bow, because that's sort of like the last thing you need to get. Alright, heading back to the right now. And this is the ghost house, so he's talking about his jar. There's a secret seashell in there. Dash jump over the gap again. And make our way up. Alright, continue on up. Get another secret seashell from this grass here. Then we're going to go into this house here to cash in the seashells again. So they're pretty happy we got all the seashells now. And we get that sword. Sort of like a little upgrade there for us. Alright, moving on, we're going to head down. And talk to this person. She wants a necklace. Now if we go under this bridge here. And he fishes up her necklace. So we'll head back out. And we'll be going back to talk to her again. There we go. And we got the scale there. So we're actually heading back down to this section here. And he's going to catch up the photo dude for another photo opportunity there. Alright, once you got that photo, just head back out to the right here. And we'll go in there, dive under. Then we're going to head up. Cool. Alright, so we're in level 5 now. Head through to the left here, grab that chest, you've got the compass in it. Then head down through this side scroller section. Just be aware as one of those things goes down, the other will come up. Push the blocks together. That gets us a key. I'm going to head back out. We have the piece of power, so we'll make our way up through this door. And left. More bombs there if you'd like them. Kill the enemies for a chest here. We get the stone beak. Alright, lay bombs under this dude. You should be able to hit him. There we go. You open the chest, but the boss has what's inside. Now this little section's cool. You can sort of get to any of these rooms by going out and back in and then pushing the block in various directions. So use that strategy to get up here. Same sort of strategy to kill the boss here, laying a bomb so that it gets hit by it. And then hitting him with your sword. So we're going to go up here. Cool, if you kill the enemies there, you unlock that door, that's how you do it. Same strategy for killing the boss this time. Bomb and then sword to kill it. Then we're going to head out through the left door there. Pick up the jar. And grab the map. We can then play that middle Ocarina song. What that'll do is it'll warp us back to the start of the dungeon there. It's just a little bit quicker than walking back. Alright, making our way up the ladder here. We get another fight with this dude. Very repetitive, this dungeon, really. There we go. So this guy drops the hook shot. Very useful item. It sort of like hooks stuff from a distance, essentially. Alright. Back to the start of the dungeon with that Ocarina song. Now we can put the hookshot to good use. So we can hookshot straight across to this chest here. Grab that for some rupees. Hookshot back to the block there. Gonna head up through this little bit. Hookshot across. Hookshot across again. Get the key. We're going to hookshot this thing to make a little bridge to get across, but we won't go up the bridge yet. Kill the enemies to open that door, head to the right. Go left now. And up. Trying to kill all the enemies in here. You can then dive down this section. And make your way back up. Then hookshot that to make a bridge. And grab the nightmare key. You can then make your way back through this side scroller section. Alright, we get 50 rupees from that little bit there, and we can hookshot across here to grab another small key. Make a little bridge there, grab the rupees, and then we can hookshot to the left to make our way out. You can then jump across here and go down instead. Then we're going to go through this little side scroll a bit here and make your way back up. Head to the right. Don't worry about that side scroll section there, just come straight back out and then go through this room. Yeah, so this one you can actually just use a hook shot on, really. And when you hook shot it out of the wall, you then want to sword it to deal damage. Kind of where that heart is on the boss. The boss drops a heart, and that's the dungeon completed. Alright, with that dungeon done, you just want to head back through this little side-scrolly section and out of the water. Head to the right here. Hook shot across the gap there. And we talk to this mermaid. You get the magnifying lens there, which is good. Alright, hook shot back across. We're going to go into this house here and go into this pool. And we get the photo opportunity here. Alright, we can bomb that little wall to get in there. And jump across. We'll need the... So you sort of use a bow and arrow with a bomb there. It's kind of a weird combination, but if you have those both selected, you can you shoot bomb arrows to blow up the rock. It's kind of a bit of an obscure feature of this game. Alright, making your way back up through the village now and down here. Going to take the warp. Once you get back here, just head left and we'll be back into town. Alright, bomb that little wall to get in. And talk to this dude. So you want to trade the shovel for the boomerang there. Make sure you have that shovel in the B button before you do that, otherwise you'll trade some other stuff or whatever. I'm pretty sure he doesn't let you trade anything apart from the shovel, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't risk it. Okay, we don't really need the shovel anymore because we're done with all the digging and everything. Alright, continue on downwards here. Do yourself a little dash jump across that bit. So you follow these signs essentially, just follow the way that they're saying and always talk to the next sign in the sequence. That'll be left there. I'm pretty sure you actually have to talk to the signs. I don't think you can skip that. Go up, talk to this one. There we go, and that opened up this little secret. Alright, so we paid the 300 rupees. And we learned the song. Fun fact, that's actually Wart from Mario 2. I like how there's lots of Mario cameos in this game. Alrighty. Moving up now. And right. Again, take this warp again. And again. Alright, so we get the annoying owl here. And make your way down through this little bit. You can trigger these statues by just walking into them, so walk into this one so you can get through. Try not to walk into any unnecessarily, otherwise they'll start chasing you. There's a secret staircase under that one, it's got some rupees in there. Alright, and head up in here. Alright, so use some magic powder here that'll set the candles alight. Alright, so now we talk to that thing, we can head back out. Alright, so he's going to head back out through this section. Right into the middle now, we're going to open up a staircase under this dude. Alright, next up we got a hookshot across this gap, go up those stairs. Now we can put the key into this thing. And we'll head up into this temple. So we're in level 6 now. Alrighty, so now we're in the dungeon. We're going to make our way to the left first. And then kill these 3. Seems like bombs are a pretty easy way to do that. Alright, kill this guy, then hit the switch with the boomerang. You sort of have to shoot down left so that you're actually on the block when the block comes up. Alright, coming through here, we're going to create a staircase there. And then climb up these little bits here. We're then going to kill these enemies again with bombs. We get the more powerful bracelet, so that actually lets us lift up these big elephant statue looking things. There we go. Then we're going to do the same sort of diagonal trick with that boomerang again to get up into this room, but with the switches like this. Try and kill all these enemies if you can. Bombs are usually a good idea, and you can actually pick up a bomb and throw it across the blocks like that. And that allows you to change the switches without having access to the switch itself. We get the owl beak in this room here, we're going to head back through. There we go, up and right here. We're going to get the compass from this chest. Then we're going to hit that switch and then continue downwards. Alright, we get this, we can boomerang and bomb these guys. Boomerang will freeze enemies, so that makes it really easy to actually get the bomb working. Alright, so we're going to lift up that statue, throw it into the wall there to get through. You get 100 rupees from that bit and we just continue on. You get 20 rupees. Now these horse heads you have to throw so that they both end up standing up when they land, just like that. With boomerang to the left to get the switch there, and then have them in this configuration if you can. Take the statue there, throw it into the wall. Same thing here. Now we get more rupees from this section. We're then sort of back at the start of the dungeon. We're going to go to the right now instead. Pick up these statues and throw them. Here you just really want to avoid those bricks until they're done. We're going to make our way up. Throw a statue at the door and make your way through. We've got more wizrobes here to kill with bombs. There we go. We've got this little bit here where you can sort of do a couple jumps across to get up these stairs. We're going to make our way up into the next room. We've got another key there. We can go into this room now here. Bomb the top wall. Now we come across this dude. So you want to pick up the little circly thing and throw it at his face, and that'll help you beat the boss. There's stairs under this left statue here, so he's going to go through them. Again, waiting for these floor tiles to finish. So a key will spawn here, just jump up and grab that, and then we're going to go through this key bit here. Same thing with the horse heads, throw them so they both end up face up. And you want to use your Pegasus boots to dash through there. So we play the first Ocarina song there, and that actually kills those enemies for us. Alright, so again, through both horse heads so they end up like that. Then we're going to head back down. Now we get to this little section with these two guys. Again, just try and lay bombs in their mouths if you can. So eventually, once they're beaten, go through this door to the left, and we're going to hook shot across the gap there. Open the key door. And then head up. And we're going to grab this chest. Alright, so you got to throw the pot at the treasure chest to open it up, and then we head back down. Just fall into this water here and then head down. Alright, we get this room with the wizrobes again. We got to kill them to open up this door. And you just jump over these enemies, pass the boss room, grab the bombs, and down the stairs. Alright, once we kill those, we can go through the next room. Throw the bomb over to the wizrobe there, and that'll open up the door for you to jump across, and into the boss room. Here we go. So the boss is this hectic face thing. So you sort of got to lay bombs where the face is going to come up, and then if they blow up in the right sort of timing, you'll get it. Alright, with that the boss is done. And we finish this dungeon. Alright, with this dungeon done, we're going to head out and get the annoying owl text again. We then play this Ocarina song. And that will warp us back to this lake thing here. Power bracelet up the rocks, and we're heading downwards. Alright, if we push that thing with our brand new power bracelet, we can head into here. You're going to play that third song. And this thing will appear. So now we sort of bring this rooster with us. Alright, so we've got quite a bit of a trek across the world map here, but just follow this pathing. And this is sort of the castle where we got those gold leaves before. You can use your rooster to fly across gaps, so that's how you do that. We get 20 rupees for doing that. I'm going to play this other song to warp back. There we go, using the rooster to fly across that gap there. Then we're going to head up. You get the annoying owl message. And we can go into this little cave here. You can usually jump across these gaps or use your rooster to fly. Hang to the right here through this section. And then flying across this gap here with the rooster. Alright, I want to dash through those green things. And head up the stairs here. Alright, the rooster can pretty much fly across this gap cleanly there. And also it can fly across this bit. And then grab this. It's like a master key to open any doors that you'd like to. Head back down through this gap here. And flying across this bit. Alright, now that we're out of here, we're going to head to the right. Now we got to the left here. Keep flying across these gaps to get through. Then we're going to open up this. Following the bottom wall we can get through there. And we get this piece of heart. I think we saw that heart like ages ago and couldn't get it for whatever reason. Alright. So we're going to go back to the right here. Use your rooster to fly across the gap. Alright, we're going to bomb that little bit there so we can go up through the secret passage. And we're going to head down. Now it's kind of hard to get all the chests first try, but if you follow this pattern, you'll get them. There we go. Got all the chests. So we'll head back up and out. And we'll head into this cave here and around. Alright, that gets us to this little bit here. We can then use the key that we got before to open this up. And we're going to head straight in. Now we're at the new dungeon, level 7. Alright, so heading to the right when you get in the dungeon, just through to this bit here. Alright, hit those switches and we get a mirror shield. Mirror shield will reflect stuff back. Make sure the reds are up before you leave. Then you go through here. If you fall down the hole, you'll get into this room below. Follow the same pathing I'm doing here to get through. Then we're going to head up here. Alright, if you fall down this hole, you'll come to the room below and you'll sort of be on this upper wall section. Grab this small key, and then we're going to jump off. And then these horse heads come up again, so you got to throw them so they're both standing up. It seems a bit random where they go when you throw them, so it's just a little bit of trial and error, really. Now, this dungeon has these orbs that you have to throw at pillars, essentially, so that'll be the first one there. Now, you can grab the same orb and use it for multiple pillars, so that's the second pillar there. Alright, make sure they're all the same color there. And throw the orb down. You can't get down yourself yet though, so just be aware of that. Then we're going to head to up through the stairs there, through the one-way door. Now we got one of these floor things, so just keep avoiding those until it's done. When it's done, the door will open, so you want to head to the right and pick up that same orb we were using before, throw it at this pillar. You can push that block in and throw the orb over. We've done 3 out of 4 pillars now. So the next bit we need to do is bring the orb down there. And then we need to actually get down there ourselves. So head through these stairs, past Kirby, down. Backtracking through a lot of what we did before. Now we have this boss here, just keep sorting him, I guess. Drops a key. Drop down that top left hole, we end up on the wall. And if you progress upwards, we get a chest here with more rupees in it. I'm going to jump down here and go up the stairs again. Hit these so they're all the same face, and then we'll see a chest spawns in there. Grab your orb, throw it over. Go through your one-way door. Wait for the floor tiles. You want to bomb this bottom wall to get through. And again, bomb the bottom wall to get through. You can hookshot across this gap now that we've made a treasure chest there. That has some bombs in it. And then pull the orb up here, and that's the last pillar that we needed to destroy. Alright, so if you fall down this hole, sort of be back at the entrance here, you want to go to the right. And up. Sort of go through that key bit there. Boomerang that so the switches change, and then head up through this bit. Here you can just sword the bats. Alright, don't worry about going in that little portal there, just continue up. Push the blocks together. We get a chest there with the nightmare key. You can hit that thing before you go and continue way back. Conveniently, the nightmare key door is pretty much right there. Similar thing here, you've just got to throw the horse heads so they land up. Get the secret medicine, and then we're going to head back out. Hookshot across the gap there, and up through the stairs. We can then climb up the tower. And we have this bird boss thing up here. So have sword and jump equipped. You can then pretty much sword the bird and jump at it if you need a bit of that extra distance. And that's sort of how the bird fight goes. So you can get a hit on him somewhere like that. It's a good time to finish off the fight. We get our little heart piece here. Now if we continue down, then up here is the instrument. And that's the dungeon finished. Alright, with the dungeon finished, we're going to make our way out. Go through this door here. And head to the left and up through his cave. You can go across this bridge here. And then into this house. So that dude that looks like Luigi is sort of just taking the rooster from us, so we won't have that anymore. So this is a photo opportunity here as you're coming back across this bridge. That's when it happens. Alright, so we get the annoying owl again. We're going to head down these steps and jump off. Down these steps as well. Hook shot across there. There's a little chest here with rupees in there. Alright, so again, put the magic powder into this thing and the guy will curse you by upgrading the amount of arrows you can hold. Alright, so using the mirror shield there is the way to get through. You need to reflect the fire. It can be pretty tricky to know, especially when you have to do it on short notice, I suppose. Use the frog song at the front of this. This is Turtle Rock here. You sort of got to hit the head to get through. You have sort of like a little boss fight here to get in. Alright, so we're in level 8, Turtle Rock. You head to the left here. Kill these snakes. Kill this dude. Alright, let that thing make the floor. Now you get 20 rupees. Now this dude here, if you do need more time in the fight, you can just jump over his rolly thing. Little chest here for us to open with the compass in it. Now if we play that Ocarina song, we'll get back to the start of the dungeon there. Write that across, push the blocks, and we should be able to get into this chest with the map. Bomb that wall, and we're going to head up through it, into the staircase. And here we go. And that chest has a beak in it. Then we're going to head back up through here. Again, just pick up this dude's body and throw it at his head. I'm going to get up through this door when it opens. There we go. We got a switch there that we need to hit. Now if you complete the floor there, you do get that key, so that's why I did the whole lot. On the left wall here, you'll make your way through. Jump down, we get a chest. And across. Here's that same floor bit from before. We're actually going to make our way up there and push the blocks to the side. Open up with that key. Alright, heading through the one-way door here. Try and kill all the enemies there. If you can, the door will open up for you. We kill all the enemies there, we get a key. Those things you would need to feed bombs to, but we don't need to kill them yet. Hook shot across here. Secret medicine is what we get. You can hookshot across that other Bowser there to get through the side scrolly section, up through the one-way door here, and on the left wall. So we got magic powder here that will actually light these torches for us. Bottom of the left wall there. And a key will drop once you hit that thing. Move the blocks like so, you should be able to get yet another key. And head to the left after this room. We can hookshot across there to get 50 rupees. We probably don't really need rupees at this point, but we might as well just see where they are. You got more hearts. And you should be on this many hearts now, because we'll get one more for beating Turtle Rock, and then that'll be full hearts for the game. We can take various warps through here now. Alright, so with these things you got to throw bombs off the edge to hit them. It's a little bit weird to try and get done right, but once you get used to it, it should be okay. There we go. So we open up a chest with a small key. Now if we play that song, we get back to the start of the dungeon. So jump up through this bit. Make yourself a path there to get through. You want to hit that. And make yourself this path again. You're going to head to the right this time. Go through a one-way door. Left and left. And left again. Hookshot across here to open up with the key. And we can make these platformy jumps. Then we're going to head upwards. We get into this little area here. This one can be kind of tricky to hit. That's the only difficult thing about this. Try and go from above like I did there and you should be able to hit him. Grab this chest. Has a magic rod in it. Alright, we're going to head down through this left wall here. And you need the magic rod to light those torches and get the key there. Then we come across that dude, but we don't need to fight him really. Just head back up and out. Now we're actually going to go up these stairs now. So the magic rod as well will melt this ice here. So that's going to be very useful. Through the key door here. Now again, the strategy for this one is just to jump over it and then slash. Here we'd like to complete the whole floor, so do it in this pattern, you should make it. We get the nightmare key. Now we're going to head back out. Gonna head up these steps here and we'll need the fire rod again. Just be really careful about how you're breaking these blocks because it can be quite easy to mess it up and not be able to get through. That's the correct path to do it there. This one here, you want to make this sort of path here and jump across. Alright, so we've got this boss here. Just keep hitting it with the fire rod. Alright, we get our piece of heart, and that's this dungeon done. Now with that dungeon done, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game here. Alright, so we're going to head out down through this forest. The fire rod's quite helpful for movement and killing enemies and stuff. Gonna head into this house here. So this tells you the code for the egg. It's sort of like what order to walk the rooms in. I think the code might actually be different on different people's games, so make sure you check that for your own code. Just buying a few more bombs here. So I stole from the shop, mainly just because that's like part of 100%ing the game. But I waited till I've got everything I need from the shop to actually do that. Just thought I would show it off in this video. And the reason you steal from the shop is that basically this dude will take like a photo of you stealing from the shop. So if you want 100% all the photos, then that's how you do it. It's just showing you all the different various photos that you can get actually. So just going to have a little scroll through those. Cool. All right. So heading up this staircase here. And again. And towards the egg. So we get the Ocarina, we play the left song on that. Alright, so the egg opens up. Now you got to sort of take the path that it said in whatever your book said. For me it's a whole bunch of rights. And a whole bunch of ups. And we fall through the hole there, and we get towards the last boss here. Alright, so there's quite a few phases to the last boss here. Sword and magic power for the first phase. So this thing's kind of like Agnim from Link to the Past. You can have good balls and bad balls. These kind of ones that we're seeing now, I am able to hit back with the sword. There's another type that you can't really hit back. So any that I'm not hitting back, that's because you're not actually able to hit them back there. Alright, next we have Clone of Mordorm. You get Ganon. So probably best to charge up your sword and then just keep gradually hitting Ganon here. And then go to sword and fire rod. Alright, wait till this dude's eyes open. Then we want a boomerang. And there we go, we got some stairs to climb. And that's pretty much going to be the end of the game. So yeah, we should have 100%ed at this point if you've been following along with what I've done, and then we get our lovely ending. That's going to be all for this video, and I hope you found it useful in getting through this game. Thanks so much for watching.